Hello there, I am Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com. Welcome to another audio production stream dedicated to you. If you're musical, if you're in radio, DJ, podcasting, a business owner with an interest in audio, I am Mike Russell from musicradiocreative.com. And today answering a question for Mike Williams, who's posted over at community.musicradiocreative.com, asking, what's the best way to trigger a new sample library from a MIDI keyboard? I want to make my own sample library. Well, yes, it's absolutely possible. Just done a bit of recording before I started this stream, and I'm going to show you, Mike, and others watching who are interested how this all works. This show today is brought to you by the instant download section in the radio part of the Music Radio Creative website. Head to musicradiocreative.com, hit radio, go to instant downloads, and then click sound effects and music to find lots of different work parts you can use in your audio productions, even theme stuff. I know we're a bit of a far stretch to Christmas and Halloween, but you can grab those or on-air sweepers for your own radio productions and more. musicradiocreative.com/radio and head to instant downloads. Right, over here in Adobe Audition, I've been recording a few samples like this.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah.
And this. And this.
Hey.
And this.
Ha.
And then I saved them all into a directory over here in Finder. Yeah, deep yeah, ooh, hey, and ha. Okay, so we're going to use this in our sampler in Logic Pro. Not OBS, but Logic Pro. So how do you set this all up? Well, first of all, you start a brand new Logic Pro X session, create a software instrument. We're starting off with the classic electric piano, which I'm going to change to the ESX24 sampler, which is, I've gone for stereo. And here what we're going to need to do with this ESX24 is we're going to need to edit, because we're going to create our own instrument from the samples we've created inside Logic. Really easy to do this. You use the edit button, and it brings you up a little editor here. Now, some of you watching may say, hey, Mike, I'm in Logic and I'm looking, but there's no edit button. There's just options, no edit. How do I get it? Good question. So you need to go into Logic Pro X Preferences. You need to go into Advanced Tools, and you need to make sure that Show Advanced Tools is ticked, but also in particular, Advanced Editing is ticked. Without that ticked, you will see no edit button in your ESX24. So click that again, bring it up, edit, and we're going to drop in our first sample. I thought we might go for the deep yeah. The deep yeah that sounds like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite nice. Drop that in. It's imperative to make sure pitch is ticked here, and I'll show you why. I've got my MIDI keyboard here, so I can play this sample now. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so you can hear that. Maybe I can make it a little bit louder, but it takes all the information you're tapping into your MIDI keyboard. So that's velocity.
Yeah.
And you can actually play samples like that. Let me,
Yeah.
so we can play like a chord, or we can,
Yeah.
you can do all of that kind of stuff. You can record information into Logic, and you can use samples to sort of glide the pitch up and down, like you hear often in DJ Snake and all of those kind of musical compositions of today's world. If I record now, I can just sample that in like this.
Yeah.
And you can do all that kind of stuff. So that's how you can do it. And if I switch pitch off here, you'll notice no matter what note I hit, no pitch is happening. So pitch should be on. Let's turn it up a bit so you can hear it a bit better.
Yeah.
And that's all from my initial voice, which just simply said this.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, isn't it? We'll go for something different. Let's remove that one, and we'll put this in, this like that, and we get this. You can have hours of endless fun creating sample libraries this way. And of course, you can change all the settings on your ESX24 inside Logic, add more drive, resonance and key. You can change a lot of these settings around. So So you can have so much fun. And obviously, as you can hear, there's a bit of reverb going on that channel as well. You can set these things up. But the basic way to get a sample into Logic is, I would say, via the EXS24. I might have said ESX. EXS. Make sure to get the letters around the correct way. And yeah, just go and record stuff either in Adobe Audition or Logic itself. Save them out as sample files. Drop them in. If you drop more in, then you've got... You've got two samples playing at the same time. Hey and ha. And you can do all kinds of stuff. Twiddling the dials here. Obviously learning a bit more about what these all do so you can refine it to get your exact sound. It's a brilliant way to build up a sample library that can be triggered here. By your MIDI keyboard, and it can be a lot of fun as well. Like I say, either if you just want to create samples to use for a certain project, or if you want to be a little more musical and actually play some kind of tune with those samples, the possibilities are endless. This is just like a beginner intro into how you might go about it, using Audition to record and Logic to sample. Really, really cool stuff. If you've got any questions, or maybe if you've got a method that you like to use to do this kind of thing, post in the comments to this video. Always like to read the comments, even after the live stream, as to how you're achieving these kind of effects yourself. And if you do have a question to ask, then community.musicradiocreative.com is the place to go. And this show today brought to you by the Instant Download section in radio, in the radio part of the Music Radio Creative website. You get there by going to musicradiocreative.com, radio, instant downloads, and you can download your own sound effects and music to use in your productions. I'm here every day, Monday to Friday from 6 p.m. UK time with a brand new audio production tutorial or question answered. Get your questions in right now, either via the community or email us via musicradiocreative.com.